Hello friends, in the last session we saw how the CMD and entry point instructions are used together to give the better and dynamic results each time a new container is launched from the same image. Now friends, in this session we will discuss about the two ways of executing the commands inside the Docker file, that is executing the commands in shell form and executing the commands in exec form. So friends, all the three instructions, that is run, CMD and entry point, can be specified in either shell form or exec form. And now first let us look at the syntactical difference between these two forms of executing the commands, and then we will take few example commands to see how the same command can be written in shell form and exec form to produce the same result or same output. So friends, the command in exec form are written in JSON array style. For example, here on the screen we can see that the syntax of writing the commands in exec form, where the command and its argument are written like the individual items in JSON array, and friends, commands in shell form are written in the same way as they are written in Linux shell like sh shell or bash shell. And the syntax of writing the commands in shell form is very simple, as the commands in shell form are written in the same way as any other Linux command written in the Linux machine terminal. Now friends, let us look at the two ways of executing the commands by taking one example for each run, CMD and entry point instruction. So friends, this is the command to install Python using run instruction in shell form. And friends, the same command when written in exec form looks like this. Similarly friends, this is how the CMD instruction is written to print hello world using echo command in the exec form, and then the same CMD instruction when written in shell form looks like this. And now in a similar way friends, entry point instruction in the shell form and exec form looks same as that of CMD instruction. Now friends, when any instruction is executed in shell form, then internally it calls the sh shell command under the hood, and so normally shell processing happens in case of executing the commands in shell form. And friends, when instruction is executed in exec form, then it calls executable commands directly, and so shell processing does not happen in case of executing the commands in exec form. Now friends, let us understand the meaning of these 2 points here. So let us take the shell form first. So friends, suppose our Docker file contains these 2 lines, that is the env instruction and the entry point instruction. Now friends, before moving on, let me tell you one thing over here, that we will see the env instruction in details in our next session. But for now, let us assume that the env instruction defines the variable name and its value. So here in this env instruction, name is the variable name and Cristiano Ronaldo is the variable value. And friends, in the entry point instruction, we are executing the command echo to print the message hello and then the value of the variable name. So friends, when we will run the container which is having these 2 lines in the Docker file, then we will see the output as hello Cristiano Ronaldo. So friends, by seeing the output, we can confirm that here the variable name is replaced with its value. And friends, the reason why it happened is because the Linux shell processing happens whenever any command is executed in the shell form. Now friends, when we execute the same entry point instruction in exec form, then in that case, we will see that the variable name will not get substituted with its value, because the Linux shell processing does not happen when the commands are executed in exec form. So now friends, let us see the demo for the same. So friends, for this I have already created 2 Docker files, that is one for showing the shell form and other one to show the exec form. So now let us see these 2 Docker files one by one. So let us see the Docker file related to shell form first. So let me go to the Docker file location in my system. So now friends, we can see here that this Docker file is very simple and it contains the same env and entry point instruction written in shell form which we discussed few moments back. Now friends, let us also see the Docker file for exec form. And here we can see friends, this Docker file is same as what we saw for shell form. The only difference here in this Docker file is that the entry point instruction now here is written in exec form. So friends, as both these Docker files are ready, so let us build the Docker image and run the containers from these Docker files now to see the results. So now let us go to the command line terminal. And here let us move to the shell form Docker file first. So cd and then g:\docker files and then the shell form directory. And now friends, let us execute the docker build command to build the Docker image from this Docker file. So docker build -t, and here let us give the image identification as shell image and then finally the dot symbol. And now friends, let us press enter to execute this command. And here we can see that the Docker image got built successfully. So now let us run the Docker container from this image. So docker run --name = shellcon and then the image identification, which is shell image in our case. So friends, the docker run command is ready. So now let us press enter to execute this command. And here we can see friends, the Docker container got executed successfully. And here we can see that we got the desired output as expected. That is, the variable name got substituted by its value. And so this means that the shell processing happens in case of executing the commands in shell form. Now friends, let us do the same activity for exec form. So let us move to the location of exec form Docker file now. So cd and then g:\docker files and then the exec form directory. And now friends, let us build the Docker image from this Docker file. So docker build -t, and here let us give the image identification as exec image and then finally the dot symbol. And now let us press enter to execute this command. And with this friends, the Docker image got built successfully. So now let us run the Docker container from this image. So docker run --name = execon and then the image identification, which is exec image in our case. And now let us press enter to execute this container. And here we can see friends that the container got executed successfully. But this time the variable name which is used in the echo command is not replaced by its value because the shell processing does not happen in case of exec form. And now friends, before leaving, the important thing to know about the entry point instruction is that if the entry point instruction is written in shell form, then it does not take any argument from cmd instruction or docker run command line arguments. In other words, it means that we cannot take the benefit of using the entry point and cmd instruction together if the entry point instruction is written in the exec form. So friends, with this we have seen the shell form and exec form of executing the commands inside the run, cmd and entry point instruction in this session. So now let us stop this session here and let us see other important Docker file instructions in the next session. So see you in the next session. Till then, take care, tata, bye bye.